It's definitely one of the most hellacious structures ever put together by WWE, a force to be reckoned with only the strongest of competitors that can walk out with their career still intact. Hell in a Cell has been a premier attraction for WWE and has produced some absolutely quality matches over its 20-year history. With that being said, here are the top 10 best Hell in a Cell matches in WWE history. One of the strangest matches to ever happen in WWE, and at WrestleMania no less, was Shane McMahon vs. The Undertaker. While the match wasn't the best from an in-ring standpoint, it simply has to make this list just because of the bump Shane took from off the top of the cell, and also because it was the biggest draw of that WrestleMania. Another recent example up next now, and of course it's two of the best performers in WWE today, Ambrose and Rollins. In 2014, the only match it seemed they hadn't had was a Hell in a Cell match, and boy they delivered on that night. Both men crashing through the tables below after dangling from the chain is an epic moment. Once again being featured on this list is of course The Undertaker, which you should probably get used to by now, with his 2002 match versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was the new kid on the block in the match, and this was one of the matches that really put him on the map. Brock absolutely murdered the hand of The Undertaker and conquered the Dead Man. In 2008, Edge was one of the, if not the best heels in WWE and faced the Dead Man in a fantastic Hell in a Cell match. The match had some incredible spots such as Edge spearing The Undertaker through the cage and The Undertaker basically killing Edge by chokeslamming him through the ring canvas. Finally, here's a match that doesn't feature The Undertaker. Batista and Triple H had a great Hell in a Cell match in 2005 that really helped Batista get over as a man that kicked out of anything. The match was a huge back and forth affair with hard-hitting blows from both parties. Some could argue that the first encounter was simply better due to the age of the Dead Man and his limited ability in his senior years, but those people really need to watch this match again. Undertaker vs. Brock 2 was a phenomenal match and the real last good match in Taker's career. Taker gave it his all and the right person won. What more could you ask for? When a Hell in a Cell match happens at WrestleMania, you know it's going to be a show stealer. That's exactly what happened in the end of an era match at WrestleMania 28. Triple H and The Undertaker threw everything at each other and more, and with HBK Shawn Michaels as the ref, it made it even more of an instant classic. Speaking of the Heartbreak Kid, sometimes when you look for one of the best, you have to go back to the first. The inaugural Hell in a Cell match was a whole other level of brutal as people had ever seen anything like before. Undertaker and HBK fought in an outstandingly brutal tussle, which is also remembered for the debut of Kane, when he ripped the door off the cage. A close runner-up to the #1 spot still is a classic, and that has to be Mankind vs. Triple H. Mimicking another Cell match that we will get to very soon, it was a classic example of how much pain Foley would put his body through for our entertainment. The #1 spot on this list has to go to a match that almost killed a man, and was felt by the wrestlers and fans' minds for years. 1997 King of the Ring was the sight of Mankind falling from the cell through the announce table, all done by The Undertaker. A choke slam through the cage would follow and created a bona fide star in Foley Forever. And these were 10 of the best Hell in a Cell matches ever. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more wrestling videos.